Good morning, students. Under Cost and Management Accounting 4, the chapter number 2, Marginal Costing. Under Marginal Costing, already we have seen 3 sessions. Now let us see the session number 4. Under session number 4, we will discuss about cost to volume profit analysis relationship, break-even analysis and its assumptions. Cost volume profit analysis bar mark relationship, that is cost volume profit analysis or relationship, then break-even analysis and its assumptions. Cost volume profit analysis, popularly known as CVP analysis, CVP, cost volume profit, is a technique used to study the interrelationship between costs, sales and net profit. So this is a technique used to study the relationship between cost, sales and net profit. It shows a net effect that fluctuations in cost, price and volume has on profits. So this CVP analysis shows the effect that fluctuation in cost of the product, price of the product and volume has on profits. The higher the volume of output, the lower will be the unit cost of production. Higher the volume of output, the lower will be the unit cost of production and vice versa, as the fixed overhead cost in total cost does not change with changes in the volume of output. See, the higher the volume of output, the lower will be the unit cost of production. That is true. We know that higher the volume or increase in the number of output reduces the unit cost of production, and again vice versa. That means here decrease in the volume of output increases the unit cost of production. Fixed overhead cost in total cost does not change with the changes in the volume of output. See, in our marginal costing, fixed cost remains fixed and it does not change with the change in the volume of output. Now, cost volume profit analysis, definition and meaning. The official cost and management accounts terminology defines cost to volume profit analysis as the study of the effects on future profits of changes in fixed assets, fixed cost, variable cost, sales price, quantity and mix. Accordingly, the objective of cost to volume profit analysis is to determine what will happen financial results reflected in profit if a specified level of activity reflected in the volume fluctuates. Cost to volume profit analysis is thus the study of interrelationship, cost behavior, levels of activity and the resultant profit from each alternative combination. Each of these 3 variables involved in cost to volume profit analysis is influenced by a number of factors. The cost of a product is, for instance, influenced by factors such as cost of inputs, volume, size of plant, efficiency of production, product, mix, etc. Similarly, the price of a product is influenced by such factors as market demand, competitive conditions, marketing policies, etc. The volume or the level of activity in the short run is dependent upon the existing production facility. Thus, just as it takes time to expand output or the level of activity, it is equally so with regard to reduction in capacity. Although it is true that none of the three variables can be singled out as the most important factor influencing the amount of profit, volume is still the influencing factor. Short run profitability will always be sensitive to sales volume. Main objectives of cost volume profit analysis. The objectives of CVP. 1. To forecast profit accurately. It is absolutely essential to determine the relationship between cost and profits on one hand and volume on the other. It aims at measuring variations in cost with the volume. So, one of the objectives of cost volume profit analysis is to forecast profit. Second one is cost to volume profit analysis used in setting of flexible budgets which show costs at various levels of activity. See, to prepare the flexible budget. Third one, it helps the management in evaluation of performance for control purpose. Fourth one, helpful in formulating pricing policies by projecting the effect that various price structures have on cost and profits, especially when the demand for the product is elastic. Then helps to ascertain amount of overhead costs that could be charged to product costs at different levels of operation. Again, it helps in making short-run tactical decisions, that is to ship working, acceptance of special order, choice of sales mix, etc. Then cost to volume profit analysis purpose of this cost to volume profit analysis. One of the purposes of this is to ascertain amount of profit at any level of activity. Secondly, to determine the selling price or the sales volume which will give the desired amount of profit. Thirdly, to ascertain the selling price or sales volume which will yield the desired return on capacity employed. Fourthly, to determine costs and revenue at various levels of activity. Fifthly, to ascertain the effect of change in fixed cost, variable cost, selling price, production or sales volume on profit. To suggest the change in sales mix for obtaining maximum profits. To compare profitability among products and firms. Cost to volume profit analysis assumptions. This analysis presumes that costs can be reliably divided into fixed and variable category. This is very difficult in practice. So, CVP here assumes that cost can be classified into fixed and variable category. This analysis presumes an ability to predict cost at different activity volumes. A lot of experience may be required to reliably develop this ability. Again, this assumes that uh, an ability to predict cost as to different activity volumes, but it is practically needs experience. Thirdly, a series of break-even charts may be necessary where alternative pricing policy is under consideration. Therefore, differential price policy makes a break-even analysis a difficult one. Then it assumes that variable cost fluctuates with the volume proportionately, while in practical life the situation may be different. Again, this analysis presumes that efficiency and productivity remain unchanged. In other words, this analysis presents a static picture of dynamic situation. Break-even analysis either covers a single product or presumes that product mix will not change. A change in mix may significantly change the result. This analysis disregards that selling prices are not constant at all levels of sales. A high level of sales may only be obtained by offering substantial discounts depending on the competition in the market. Again, this analysis presumes that volume is the only relevant factor affecting cost. In real life situations, other factors also affect cost and sales profoundly. Break-even analysis becomes oversimplified presentation of facts when other factors are unjustifiably ignored. Technological methods, efficiency, and cost control continuously influence different variables, and any analysis which completely disregards these overchanging factors will be only of limited practical value. This analysis presumes that fixed cost remains constant over a given volume range. It is true that fixed costs are fixed only in respect of a given capacity, but each fixed cost has its own capacity. This factor is completely disregarded in the break-even analysis. While factory rent may not increase, supervision may increase with each additional shift. Analysis presumes that influence of managerial policies, technological methods, and the efficiency of men, materials, and machines will remain constant, and cost control will be neither strengthened nor weakened. This analysis presumes that production and sales will be synchronized at all points of time, or in other words, changes in beginning and ending inventory level will remain insignificant in amount. The analysis also presumes that prices of input factor will remain constant. The application of cost volume profit relationship is restricted by the assumptions on which it is based. Therefore, cost to volume profit analysis can be used indiscriminately. So all these are the assumptions of cost to volume profit analysis. Then another concept under this session is break-even analysis and break-even point. Break-even analysis is a widely used technique to study cost to volume profit relationship. Say, to know or to understand or study the cost to volume profit analysis, a tool technique that is break-even analysis is used. The narrower interpretation of the term break-even analysis refers to a system of determination of that level of activity where total cost equals total selling price. So, break-even analysis refers to a system of determination of that level of activity where total cost is equal to the selling price. The broader interpretation refers to that system of analysis which determines probable profit at any level of activity. It portrays the relationship between cost of production, volume of production, and the sales value. It may be added here that cost to volume profit analysis is also popularly, although not very correctly, designated as break-even analysis. The difference between the two terms is very narrow. Cost to volume profit analysis includes the entire gamut of profit planning, while break-even analysis is one of the techniques used in this process. However, the technique of break-even analysis is so popular for studying cost volume profit analysis that the two terms are used interchangeably for the purpose of this study. We have also not made any distinction between these two. So in total, we can say that we have not made any difference between cost to volume profit analysis and break-even analysis. The cost of production can be divided into fixed and variable cost, and at different levels of production, changes are bound to occur in such cost. The effect on profit on account of such variation is studied through the break-even analysis. So, production cost involves fixed cost, variable cost, etc. Here, uh, an analysis is made. That effect on profit on account of variation in the variable cost, fixed cost, etc. Besides that, in business, the selling prices of products are also changed from time to time. It is essential for business to know the impact of such changes on profits. Break-even analysis is a media to have an insight into these effects and thus helps in taking important managerial decisions. Break-even point. The point which breaks the total cost and selling price evenly to show the level of output or sales at which there shall be neither profit nor loss is regarded as break-even point. So here break-even point is that point where there is no loss, no profit, or it is the point where the total cost is equal to the total revenue. At this point, the revenue of the business exactly equals the cost. If production is enhanced beyond this level, profit shall accrue to the business, and if it is decreased from this level, loss shall be suffered by the business. See, at this point, at break-even point, there is no loss, no profit. If the production is increased beyond this point, the profit, the unit will earn the profit, and if the production is decreased or goes below this point, the organization or the unit will incur the loss. So it is the point where there is no profit, no loss, or it is the balancing point, or it is also known as equilibrium point. Break-even point is the point at which contribution is just sufficient to recover fixed cost. Since whatever fixed costs are incurred in the business, these are absorbed by production till this point. So, is the point at which contribution is sufficient to recover the fixed cost. Whatever production takes place beyond this level, it will be yield additional contribution in the form of profit. See, at break-even point, contribution is equal to the cost. And again, beyond this, any increase in the production that will bring revenue or profit to the organization. So, break-even point, that is the point where there is no profit, no loss, and an organization to earn the profit has to increase its production or output. Then, if the organization fails to produce or go beyond this level, it will incur the losses. And again, increase in contribution leads to increase in the profit. See, at break-even point, contribution is equal to the fixed cost. Contribution is equal to the fixed cost. If organization increases its contribution, then it will earn some amount of profit. So, increase in contribution here means increase in the profit. That is all about this session number 4.